Smile of the river. When I first came back to the village, I thought I was encountering peace. I had been away for many years, working in noisy cities with tall buildings and streets that never slept. But I missed the silence. I missed the sound of the wind brushing the sugar cane. I missed the smell of rain in the air before it fell. Most of all, I missed Clara. She was my wife, soft-spoken, kind-hearted, and the kind of woman who could smile at clouds and make them smile back. When I told her I wanted to go back to the village where I grew up, she didn't hesitate. She smiled and said,
"Let's go where the river sings."
That was Clara, always listening for music the rest of us couldn't hear. We packed our things and drove for hours. The roads became narrow. The trees grew thicker. The sky above us turned into patches of blue through green leaves, like the forest was swallowing the sunlight. But I wasn't scared. I was going home. And the village, it hadn't changed. Children still ran barefoot through the dusty paths. The old bakery still filled the mornings with the scent of fresh bread. Elderly folks waved at us from wooden porches, their eyes squinting kindly beneath wrinkled brows. It felt warm, familiar, safe. The river still flowed slow and wide and silver like a sleeping snake. That's where the breeze came from, carrying stories, smells, and secrets only the water knew. We moved into my grandfather's house, a simple place with a sagging roof, cracked walls, and a porch that creaked like it had something to say. The wood smelled like old memories. Dust floated in golden sunlight that passed through slanted windows. Clara loved it. She said it was quiet, gentle, perfect. I believed her. But the river remembered more than I did. The next morning, Clara didn't remember standing by the river. She laughed softly when I told her.
"You must have dreamed it,"
she said, reaching for her tea. But I hadn't dreamed the footprints. I hadn't dreamed the way her nightgown was still damp, or the river water pooled around her heels. That day I stayed close. I followed her when she went to the riverside. She sat on the same stone by the bank, feet in the water, eyes half closed. Then I heard it, a melody, faint and far away, like someone humming through the trees. Clara smiled.
"You hear it, don't you?"
I didn't answer because I did know it. Even then, without my answer, Clara said it was old, a song without words, just music that made you feel seen. I started asking around. The old fisherman near the edge of the docks, the one with hands like driftwood, said,
"Some say he walks with the moon." The Boto.
"The pink dolphin?" I asked. He nodded.
He turns into a man. White clothes, hat low, smile wide, eyes you can't see.
"And he takes them?" I asked.
No.
The fisherman said.
They follow.
That night, Clara didn't come home. I found her at the river again. This time she wasn't alone. There was a man. He stood knee-deep in the water in clothes too bright for the dark, white from head to toe, and though his face was in shadow, I could see it. That smile. He tipped his hat to me, and then vanished beneath the surface. Clara collapsed. I carried her home. Clara changed after that. She spoke less, slept during the day, wandered at night. She began wearing white, said it made her feel lighter. She no longer let me touch her. She said my hands were heavy, that I did float like he did. I started having nightmares. In them I was drowning, and Clara was swimming away. Always smiling, I tried locking the doors at night, but every morning she was gone. Each time I found wet footprints, and each time the river looked a little closer, like it was creeping toward the house. I placed salt at the windows, drew crosses with chalk on the floorboards, even hung garlic, though I didn't know why. It didn't work. She began humming the song again, the one I heard near the river. But now it came from inside the walls. I begged the village priest for help. He told me,
The Boto doesn't steal. He waits. He sings. And they go to him.
I asked, how do I stop her? He looked at me, eyes old and tired.
You don't.
That night, Clara spoke in her sleep, not with her voice. It was deeper, echoing, like the river itself was speaking.
One more night, and she is mine.
I held her and cried. She didn't move. I followed her that final night. She walked straight into the river, arms open. I screamed her name. She turned to me and smiled. Not her smile, his. The water swallowed her. I jumped in, but there was no bottom, no end, only music, only that song. I don't remember how I got back, but she never did. The village says she drowned. But I know what I saw. Some nights I hear the song outside my window. Sometimes I see her standing at the edge of the river, wearing white, smiling, waiting.